Greetings and welcome, guys. Welcome and happiness is going to be happening. We're in game number 5, the final deciding match. We're going to go ahead and watching GoOdy versus Deezer. And oh no, Deezer switched up his colors. So, guys, look away for the next 5 seconds. Oh, there's going to be red. And there we go, guys. That aside, it's going to be a cool game, deciding game 5. Deezer and GoOdy Zotac Cup winner gets some money. I believe it's a $100 prize or something along those lines. Basically, a ridiculous amount of money is going to go ahead and be put up for the winner of this game. This is a best of one for lots of money. We'll see how GoOdy's going to play, how Deezer's going to play. Deezer's been doing a great job of basically damaging GoOdy in the early game, while GoOdy's one time he has actually reversed the cheese on Deezer, just attacking with a very large battle force after Deezer failed with his proxy 2-gate inside GoOdy's base. The other game that GoOdy won was actually a very, very large macro game on Shattered Temple that was awesome, utilizing an incredible positioning in the middle of the map to basically secure himself multiple bases and getting many command centers, turning oral commands, sacrificing SCVs, and getting one of the beefiest, mechiest armies you could possibly ever hope to have or see in your lifetimes, and he utilized it very effectively against carriers and mothership that was had by Deezer. So we'll see how it's going to be in this map, because this map is great for mech. You got a lot of chokes. You can see that this center is going to allow for an incredibly easily entrenchable position for GoOdy with his tanks, but they've got to share this speedy path to walk in directly from natural expansion to natural expansion. Tanks could definitely do damage with that, but Deezer, on the other hand, could go for some form of Stargate play to try and go ahead and use mobility and possibly harassment to damage GoOdy enough that he will be able to have a good spot in the mid game himself. We are going to watch it through our 7 meta score, so we are seeing nothing crazy on the lines of proxy gateways like last game, or not last game, but a couple games ago. But GoOdy looks to be going for a single barracks at the moment. He does have gas. Probably going to get up a factory next, as he does enjoy those mech units. Right now it's a little bit of attacking with the Marine. He's going to try and just make this probe want to go away. Oh, and look at that. We do have a little bit of a female Karak on the field. Has nothing to do with anything, but hey, critters are always fun. And now, Deezer might lose this probe. Let's see if GoOdy's going to kill it off. No! He ends up actually attacking before he can actually might go to kill it, as Deezer manages to pull it away, sending out the notification that, hey, your probes are under attack. So barracks out with a fast tech lab on this barracks. So 2 barracks opening from GoOdy. I'm not going to go for the crazy mech. At least not immediately. He does seem to like to go for a Banshee harass or a drop play before going into his mech to try and slow down the opponent, make them a little bit scared. It's a very stable way to try and get into the mech, unless the drop gets completely, not really stopped, like actually Deezer did in the last game on Metalopolis. Looks like Deezer might want to get expansion, or nope, actually not have that probe there, wait for the expansion. And he pulls away for killing out the SCV. So GoOdy's going to be thankful for that he still gets to keep the SCV alive. He's going to continue to produce those SCVs. He does not have another one queued up. There he finally is in there. But Marauder play. So we're actually seeing bio out of GoOdy. This is surprising and unexpected. And he's pulling SCVs too. He's completely changing up his style of play. You might not want to play Deezer in the early games. He's going to try and win it outright. But Deezer is going to get a 3rd gate with 2 gates out. He might be able to defend against this, as he's going to be in an interesting spot. But without very much warning, he might not have what it takes. But there we go. This pro's going to go ahead, get hit by a couple of shells, and get attacked. So Deezer's going to be interested. He does have a sentry out on the field with a Forcer that could be the death of this push from GoOdy. But will we see the Forcer being casted? Looks like GoOdy's just not going to go up the ramp at all. And he's going to go for a contain. Ooh, this is going to be really interesting to see how it plays out. Deezer could be in a horrible position. If GoOdy expands behind this and works to be in a very strong economic position, it could definitely be to his advantage. Deezer's going to have to be really careful with this. He does have quality council field. Might be going for Blink. Nope, Dark Shrine. Oh my god, Dark Shrine. So we're seeing DT Rush out of Deezer. This could actually win in the game if GoOdy is just not prepared for it. He did get DT Rushed earlier on, but he was able to thwart it off. But we do see Engineering Bay. Yes, that is going to be the Engineering Bay from GoOdy, going to be able to just hopefully defend against these DTs. Might want to get out the Engineering Bay at the front of this base, though with Deezer with this pylon can just warp in on this low ground and then just walk up to Deezer's base, walk into Goody's base in that way. So now 4 Marauders, 5 Marauders, 2 Marines are what's out for Goody. So though he does like Mech and doesn't go for very much bio, he does go for the armored bio unit, so that is very appropriate. Marauders are quite strong. And we are seeing that actually immediate missile turret out in the front. Very nice. So this is not going to be broken by DTs, though Archons might be a different issue. Archons are quite strong, and they don't get hit by the extended vehicle because of shells of the Marauders. And Goody, what are you going to be doing? We look back in here, you do see that you're getting a starport, and you have a 10th level special. You're going to tanks, or you're going to swap it out to get the Banshees. This is going to be quite an entertaining game. So there is the DT on the low ground, but it's going to get seen by those Marauders, but it's going to circumvent the vision of that turret and then just go ahead and try and go up to the base. But there is already a turret and a bunker there, so this could easily backfire for Deezer. But will Goody be able to handle any Archons that are going to be out, as he's also expanding as his command center is working on being completed? But look at the position for these bunkers and everything for Goody as in its contained. It's going to be very hard for Deezer to move down the ramp as these guys are going to have range and just decimate this choke. Really handle this Goody. I really like his position right now. So there are all these units. We can see that there are Marines, Marauders, and the like on the field. Did that DT get killed? It doesn't seem so. Where is it? Oh, it's actually sitting here at this watchtower. Might have killed 1 SCV. Looks like it might have killed 1 SCV. Deezer, though, look at this. He's got a lot of units on the low ground, going to get hit from both angles, down the ramp and into these bunkers. With Immortals and Archons out, this could do a fair bit of damage. But is that? Yep, there's another lone Marauder. Is this outside? But there's, oh, Goody knows. Will he retreat? Oh, yeah, he's going to completely sack. He's going to salvage everyone's bunkers. So he basically has delayed a ton of time. He's actually going to be able to successfully salvage at least 2 of those bunkers. So Deezer might be going for an all-out attack now. He does have a fair amount of units. But his DT, oh my god, this DT is just decimating Goody. Oh no, that could be the game. Sandwiching out those units, and that is a lot of losses for Goody right now. He actually might want to cancel this bunker. It's not in a very good spot. Hopefully Deezer's going to go ahead and expand behind this, but units are falling. Deezer is putting pressure on, and looking at these Zealots, they do not have charge, but still this is quite a healthy group of units, and there's Goody just didn't cancel that bunker. There's no reason not to do that. But he does have double orbital command. He's got siege tanks on the system to help him defend. You can see we've got SCVs waiting to repair, completing the wall with that supply depot on the left. But Goody, interesting. This is an interesting spot as he's just checking for that hidden third base or hidden natural in that case with that DT. Continue to scout around. I really like that. Scouting around is going to just basically help no matter what. There, as you can see him queued up, going all the way to his main bases, going to literally every single expansion, going to make sure that nothing bad is happening. Hidden Exos could be the death of him right now, but the contained has been switched. Goody has abandoned his and is going to go ahead and be contained by Deezer, who has now has his Nexus on the way. We can see back here that he's actually going to work on teching up, as we do have the Fly Council researching the charge, and robotics may coming down, so we could be seeing a Colossi and Charizard's very strong move, and Banshee is on the field. This could be bad. This catches Deezer off guard, that could be unfortunate, but he's got Saugers inside his main base. He knows that Goody likes his drops, likes his Banshee harassment. He's going to try and prepare accordingly. As oh yep, there's the warning for Deezer, and he's going to try to take now that Banshee might actually be able to, but the Banshee looks like it might be able to just simply run away in time as it cloaks. But there's an observer. Whoops, there's an observer in the midst of those units, so that Banshee is just going to go ahead and waste some energy right now. Charge is not done. There is no blink, but this Nexus was completed a while ago, and there are all of those probes. I'm going to start mining. It's starting to look very good for Deezer. And there is Goody trying to expand. He doesn't see that army, and oh, Deezer might be able to push in at a very good time. And there he is, going to snipe off that SCV, but it gets canceled. The bunker does get canceled. These if these attack this oral command, that could be great. Hold position on those Zealots, that could be amazing. The problem is that once Goody gets hit by those charge lots, he might have the army to support, but there's a cloak on this Banshee. That actually might force Deezer back and allow GoOdy to get up his expansion, and this could be a saving grace for him, that Cloak Banshee and Observer being out of position. But Deezer has a very strong economy, though he's actually taking losses with this Banshee, but only a single loss, uncloaking and retreating now. So GoOdy doing a good job of utilizing these close positions to do a lot of Banshee harassing. Alright guys, so now we do have Zealots, Archons, and Immortals all on the field. This is looking to be really, really powerful. Banshee, again, with this mix, GoOdy's a good solid, but he's playing not necessarily for his mech. He's got a lot of bio, but he actually just say that he started on more factories. 4 factories will be on the field soon. GoOdy could really get a lot of siege tanks, Hellions, research Blue Flame, get out some Thors if he wants to, and try and get that massive army. But he needs the economy. No third yet. He's been delayed so much that one of the best things you can do for GoOdy is make sure you can't get the economy to support mech. And you see that GoOdy is slightly behind in the food count, 118 to 102. But we are seeing that something just got killed over there. Not quite sure what it was. Probably just an SUV. But with these his factories done, will he be getting tech labs on these or reactors or what? We've seen the siege tanks queued up, but he's actually supply block right now, producing 5 supplies at the exact same time. Wow, he definitely got caught off guard with that supply block, and now they're all finishing. So getting supply block for mech is really bad. It takes a long time to build those units, and delaying any delay is going to weaken you. But now looking at this, Deezer's got Colossi on the field. Something like is about to complete. Blink is about to complete as well. But no attack upgrades out for Deezer, none researching. And if you look at GoOdy, you can see that there are no bio upgrades and no tank upgrades. And you can see that there is only 1 armory in production right now with nothing upgrade-wise being researched. So looking at this, Deezer's still in a good solid spot. A lot of charge-offs are on the field. But looking at this, we do see that a tech lab and a reactor can add on to the barracks for GoOdy. So he does have, looking at this, 3 tech labs and 1 reactor with a lot of Hellions queued up. So we can see that, yep, pure Hellions. And oh my god, a Thor is all the way that far back. That is bad. That's 300, 200. That is just not there for Deezer, and won't be for a while until that Hellion has finally completed. So we'll see exactly how GoOdy's going to go ahead and prepare this mech play. His food count is getting back up there, but looks like Deezer might be probably going to do a strong push. He does have a very large army. He'll go ahead and continue to move out. There's going to be an entrenched position, but Blink is going up there. Except for Colossi doing a ton of damage. These guys are just wrecking. Immortals are doing so much damage, but Deezer is just not losing units. But wait a second, food count is completely in favor of GoOdy, but GoOdy is getting demolished with his economy. You can see that the SUVs are most of what's taking out this oh my god, and the force field is being great to delay all this stuff, but the Colossi can see those tanks, and they are getting taken out. Hellions is trying to come out and do some damage, but Hellion against Colossi is not the best fight for the Hellions. Oh my god, looks like GoOdy has actually held, and he has evened up the worker count. Unfortunately, Deezer just doesn't have very much. Where has been going on with that? You can see Hellions and Banshee Rats have done a ton of damage down here in the midst of all of this. So that is great for GoOdy. That's really going to keep in this game. This game is not over quite yet. We do have a missile over here, so any defense coming to be hurt. And there's going to be a, oh my god, point defense taking a lot of those hits from those Stalkers, and this Thor is decimating the Stalkers, doing a lot of damage. Hellions can actually catch up to this, but another Colossus now in play. DT as well, but the Hellions are going to go ahead and retreat smartly. It's not going to do enough. But his Thor needs to get repaired if it wants to go ahead and continue wrecking the face of Deezer. Alright, so Deezer corner boosting out probes. Knows he needs to recover that economy. As this Banshee's got 9 kills in the midst of all this. Going to go ahead and start harassing the middle line. I don't see any observer over here for, oh no, I don't see a single observer. And there is going to be some more harassment coming from GoOdy, and it's going to retreat. There are literally one observer on the field, not sure where it is, but again, boosting out those probes, that is what needs to be done. GoOdy's in a good spot. He does have all of them. Look at these mule count. A couple are going to go ahead and die from the time limit, but still, 2 mules are mine. We see the income is definitely in favor of GoOdy in a very, very interesting position. As we look over here, there are actually DTs being more going to try and do some harassment, but I don't know how well it's going to fare. As looks like it's going to attack with that SUV going to attack, and that's going to be should clue Goody into the fact that there are DTs trying to do some damage, and Goody, so again, check to the third, knows the economy is the strength of Goody right now as he continues to try and do all the damage that he can. And there, once that Mr. finishes, there'll be no chance of the ZTs doing anything. Will they retreat, or they can actually take out the turret itself? And, oh god, the turret is gonna fall. Splashes to the tank's hurting a lot. So he's not getting any type of scan from Goody, but this DT is simply on hold position, and he's gonna go ahead and target, targets down the SCV, does get the kill, and then it falls. And this Banshee in the back of the mineral line is going to try and do some more damage, taking out a few probes. You can see that the kill count on this Banshee is at 12. Very effective. Most of those are probably probes. Look at that. Goody's killed 36. Deezer's killed 29. A lot of workers have been killed by both parties. Very, very effective play coming from Goody with these Banshees, making sure they can just not go too far behind in the economy as he is, let's see, he is still up. Oh my god, he's been able to do a lot more rather than 40 SCVs and out to 24 probes, and he's got a very healthy lead in the food count, 113 to 60. This is looking solid for Goody. We are looking back in Deezer's base, seeing what's going to be thrown down. We do see that this is going to be a Templar Archive, so we're going to be able to feed back the Thors, do various things like that, but now with, oh no, those DTs are still alive, but no, those DTs are light. They take extra damage from those Hellions. With this Raven out, they get seen out. Goody getting a planetary fortress spot, so he's definitely feeling a little bit of pressure in this game. He does normally favor those orbital commands. You can see that Deezer is getting up his third base as well during this time. This is going to be quite solid as this command center is almost done morphing. But look at all these SCVs going to do a ton of mining, so the income's going to skyrocket once more for Goody. He's going to have the double mules as well as the 3 bases. We can see that Deezer is actually missing mine out in the main base, means that Goody is as well. So this is basically 2 bases of mining to 1 until Deezer can make use of this base. So Goody is in an incredibly strong position as he's basically going to go ahead and just hold this choke. This is why he picked Typhon Peaks. Hold this choke, 1 missile turret, no DTs can get in, and he can go ahead and defend this base quite easily. He even has a missile turret back here to scout for any DTs coming along the backside. Really good. He feels comfortable on this map. It is very, very evident that that is the case. So Templars are on the field. We can't see that they do not sidestorm quite yet, but they have the feedback. That's almost more important right now with the Thor and the Raven on the field. If you can take out the Thors and the Ravens with the feedbacks, then that will allow DTs to do a ton of damage. But really, the Thor count, you can see 3 Thors, no millimeter strike cannon, and they all have close or full health. It's also full mana too, as well as health. So it's trying to make the point with feedback and the mana, not the health. Feedback. If feedback affects health, that would just be OP. I'm just gonna flat out say that. But right now we have all these tanks. So if you look at that, the tank count is just increasing. We got Vikings on the field as well. As we're gonna have actually a Hellion drop happening. We're gonna do some more harassment against Deezer. If he lands right here, there's not very much to defend against this medevac though. Does not have more than 150 energy. Is gonna be able to knock in one shot if these High Templars, that's what they're called, High Templars decide to go ahead and feedback it. But this Hellion drop, oh my god, it's not doing anything. There we go, finally to go ahead and get seen and then move out. But oh no, the High Templar are moving away. You see the army for oh god, Army for Deezer's back there. And there's going to be the Blue Flame Hellion drop. Deezer is not reacting, he's losing all these guys and warping in, oh guys, warping in Zealots. Charles are going to go ahead and try and take out the Zealots, but Zealots take extra damage to Blue Flame Hellions, and just extra damage from Hellions as in general. So losing Charles as well as probes in that battle. Oh, that's bad. We can see, look at that. The worker kill count has now been 54 for Goody, just harassing Deezer to death. Oh no, I don't want to start dying on stream again. That would suck. You can see all of these SCVs are going to move around. As Goody's got his 4th base up, we'll see if he's going to go ahead and go somewhere else or not. Where are these? Oh, yep, Goody's going to go ahead and get this base up here. 4 bases, 3 bases. This next play is going to be a horrible deal with. And he's going to push down the sides. Oh, no. I don't think Deezer's going to be able to hold this. Deezer does wear the possibility. He's got all these Templar out. Most of them with the Storm, if not at the very least a feedback. But this is going to be crazy. And look, the missile turret's even going to be made down here. This is going to be crazy. Is he even going to bother killing off those rocks? He could just siege behind him. Yep, he's gonna go ahead and kill the rocks. Alright, so now oh my god, preemptive point defense zone. Very nice move. I'm gonna allow any stalkers to really do very, very little. But look at the side storms. This is gonna be great. This side storm can keep landing. Feedback in the source is completely necessary. Oh god, no, but there's the feedbacks happening. But no more storms. There's one high tempo sitting there not doing anything. You see more weapons happening. There's a feedback. But there's still so many Thors. There's GG from Deezer. Congratulations to GoOdy. He wins the Zotac Cup in the game number 5 in the best of 5. So well done by him. Good playing by Deezer, but GoOdy does emerge victorious.